Just got done working out because I can't be fat. I can't be fat during quarantine. Don't be fat, Greg. You know who's also not fat? Thor is not fat. We're gonna watch some cartoon Hooligans today. Thor is not fat. Love this channel. I haven't seen one of their videos in a while. It just seemed like it'd be a fun idea. Have you seen any of their videos, John?
I've seen at least one or two, but it's been a while.
Have you ever reacted to any of the videos?
Nope.
There we go. That's the answer I was looking for. Make this an engaging video, all right?
be
This
all
has
new
to
for
be
me.
exciting. Jeez, you could have lied.
Thor is fat.
Don't you
No,
know the
he's
key
thick.
to YouTube
With two
success?
C's.
Lying.
I have never seen a Marvel before.
Hold on a second.
What's the matter?
Mr. Stark, is that who I think it is?
Yep, that's him. That's Thor.
Dude, I can't believe what I'm seeing. How did he get so, well, you know?
Is Pennywise on the
All our
game?
missions and events have been cancelled for the past few months. Thor hasn't been doing anything other than eating, drinking, sleeping, and playing video games the entire time.
The pandemic made Thor fat.
Mr. Stark, do you think that we should tell Thor that he's, well, you know, kind of not himself, kind of out of shape?
No friggin' way! I'm not gonna tell him that! What if he gets mad at us and kicks our butts?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I certainly don't want my butt handed to me by a Norse god.
Well, kid, let's just hope that someone else reminds Thor of that.
I wonder who would
Joker,
brave enough
Batman.
Hey, Thor!
Hello there. What is up?
Nothing much. By the way, you're fat. You're fat. You're fat. You're fat. You're fat.
He's still playing.
Did she just call me fat? I am not fat! I will show you my true form.
It's okay if you've gained some weight, Thor. He's gonna cut his fat out. It's my boy. It's pretty inspiring.
Yeah, man, he's really putting. I love how the dumbbells get bigger every time.
Wow.
Greetings, ladies.
Wow, Thor, you're amazing. I can't believe you got so ripped. Look at those big arm muscles. You are truly a god. I love you, Thor. Hello, gorgeous. I'm impressed. We should hang out sometime.
Oh no.
Greetings, ladies. Behold, you are going to witness the most beautiful thing you'll ever see.
Looks like Chuck Norris.
A little bit, yeah.
Elevate.
Like One Punch Man.
Ooh, Thor, you got too buff, too muscular. Yeah, I think you looked better when you had your beer belly. I don't get why you boys like to get so ripped. You were perfectly cute back then.
I love the dark music.
Huh. By the way, you're too buff, too buff, too buff, too buff.
Oh no.
Oh, whoa, whoa!
All for the male
Look
gaze.
at you! I am impressed. Those are some solid pecs you have there.
Damn, son. Someone has been spending time at the gym.
Thor, you put all of us to shame.
Look at those muscles. Those are really popping. This is incredible, brother. Magical indeed.
Gay panic.
Poor Thor.
He's afraid of his homoerotic nature.
I know he should just embrace it. I mean, all that attention.
Boy, oh boy, that took a turn. You know?
Yeah.
I kind of love its underlying commentary that I think you can read into if you'd like to, you know?
Oh yeah, that's a fair point about all the dudes making the most big fuss out of this, and it being perhaps for them the most.
I read in a magazine, not a magazine, I read an article on one of those magazine websites not long ago that the preferred body type that women now like, generally speaking, it's all subjective, I know. Some prefer super buff, some like a little bit of cushion, whatever. Supposedly, it's the dad bod.
Okay.
Now, Thor's going a little bit beyond the dad bod in Endgame, obviously, right? He's really let himself go. But I've also heard that a lot of women don't really like the overly buff guy, too. What I thought was funny about this was the emotional abuse that Thor endures at Avengers headquarters. And that
He really is the odd man out.
the male body type is glittered at mainly for the males to look at and
To admire, fawn over.
This is weirdly a cartoon parody that is child friendly, that also has a underlying commentary about body dysmorphia and body shaming, which is, I mean, I have this like sarcastic tone that I'm delivering with, but it is what's on display here.
It is, and it's weird because like throughout the whole thing, the dudes are the most like sensitive to him, because you got Iron Man and Spider-Man walking around the front, and Iron Man's like, oh, don't say anything, you know, he's really sensitive about that. You know, Captain Marvel just comes by and just lays it out on him, and the whole time she's just like, you're too fat, you're too buff. It's really a womp womp version of Thor.
Yeah, and I love the confidence that Thor developed when he lost all that weight. You know, I've been there. You lose a bunch of weight, you realize it, and you're like, oh, I'm suddenly all confident. That endorphin boost and confidence boost is temporary, you know. There's a lot more internally within that you got to deal with first when you're going out there in the world, putting yourself out there with the women or men, depending on who you know, which way you swing. It's different than the other ones I've seen before because it had this like commentary to it that maybe I'm reading too much into it. I think it's there. I think they were going for
Like
the
any
commentary
good
on it.
joke,
Yeah.
there's some truth to be revealed.
I mean, don't you kind of pick up on it? I do.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, if I think back, I mean, generally we are two dudes and we traffic in a genre of entertainment that has a lot of dudes in it. But I feel like dudes are usually the people I hear talking the most about these Marvel bodies.
Yeah.
You know, you'd think that every time one of these actors gets their photo revealed, you know, you would have like a bunch of, and I'm sure there are women who are
of
like,
course.
oh, super
Absolutely.
sexy. But yeah,
Absolutely.
like the people making the most deal out of it are almost always guys in my experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there's definitely some truth here. And also some of that too, where they're like, oh, you were so cute before. The idea that like only this buff physique is sexy or is something that you can feel confident about is also just like another little underlying theme that I think is funny too.
I mean, it's funny because like Star-Lord's not in here for a long time. I was just attracting the commentary of women telling me that they preferred Chris Pratt of how he looked in Parks and Recreation than how he does in Guardians of the Galaxy. You
Cute,
know?
man. You got that little padding, you know, especially if you want to lay your head down.
But you can't win, man. You just can't win. Overweight, too buff. Like, what's the right middle ground?
Fat buff.
Apparently, Cartoon Hooligans has something to say about the women in the Avengers world. They're all judgmental.
And shallow. That's right. Those are our superheroines, boy. Don't worry. Someday, you know what? The tables will really balance when we get a plus-size female superhero.
Yeah.
That's when things will really start to shift around.
We should have just laughed.
I guess so.
Yeah,
Instead of breaking all this
we
down.
didn't need all this commentary.
Fatness is funny.
All right, guys. Well, what did you think of this video? Subscribe to Cartoon Hooligans if you haven't done so already. Click our notification bell, subscribe to us. It's the end of the month. And with that in mind, we have patrons who are pledged to our Deleted Takes and BTS reward tier, and that also includes a Patron of the Day name call out. So let's shout out the last bunch of people. Marcus Werderman,
Deontay W, aka Tongue Punch Fartbox.
Abby Smith,
Runar K.
Spencer,
Chase Gardner.
Lucas Romero. I never know how to properly end these. Thank you guys so much for pledging to our Patreon page. Hopefully you stick around for next month. Once again, make sure to subscribe. See you guys soon.